in Wilmington, North Carolina, which is not too far from you, and we were shooting Under the Dome. There's a new Stephen King series coming out this summer on CBS, and I went down and shot the pilot, and so I really would love to come to Atlanta just because I know there's a lot of filming there and a lot of great shows that are shot there, and it'd be nice to do. So I'll keep Dragon Con in mind.
Yeah, I'd like to go to one day, too. I mean, Sabina's talked about them and that they've been so much fun, and I've heard from other people, too. And you talk about fans. They are going to know every single thing about you.
Yeah, I get pictures. People send me pictures of themselves as Maxine for Halloween, and it's pretty wild.
Yeah.
It's fun to be part of a show that's popular, though. Really,
definitely.
A great gift, and it's very gratifying and very fun.
Now, I'm curious about one thing. Did you get your Twitter name, True dale-raoul, before or after joining True Blood?
After.
After, okay.
Yeah, I joined Twitter. Oh, excuse me, I joined Twitter after True Blood. Yeah, so you know what I'm saying. Yes.
Yeah. I was just wondering because you had True in there, and most people put real, and so I
exactly. We did it that way. Yeah.
Good idea.
Correct.
Now, what character do you get the most recognition from on the streets? Would it probably be Maxine?
Yes, for sure. Sometimes, strangely enough, I get recognized from what was it called? Designing Women. That was on, 20-some years ago, and I played kind of a Mary Kay Cosmetics type tycoon, and there are a lot of real rabid fans of that show, and so occasionally I'll get that, but mostly Maxine nowadays.
Well, either one is so good. I mean, I love Designing Women. My gosh, I watched that show.
I know.
I did too.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, it was great. It holds up still, too. I mean, the shoulder pads are a little big, but but it still looks good.
Sabina, you wanted to ask a question?
Oh, yeah, I'm sorry. I'm kind of lost and out of it. I don't feel that great, so I'm hanging in there.
Good.
So I noticed you've done a lot of theater as well, and I was wondering what your favorite production to be a part of was and why.
Oh, gosh, let's see. Well, I had a really wonderful experience at the Pasadena Playhouse doing Look Homeward Angel. That was a highlight. And then actually we did a production here in Los Angeles of a play called Steaming, which is a six-character six-female character play that takes place in a British steam bath. And it's about the lives of these women that come to the steam bath. And we had a wonderful scenic design team. We had a swimming pool on stage and steam, and it was really it was very well received and ran for a long time, and it was a big thrill to do that. And what else comes to mind? Oh gosh. Every show you do, you kind of become a family, and especially if the production is good and people or it's well received, it becomes kind of like this tight unit that you have, and then when it's over, you kind of grieve for it. So most shows you come away with friends and happy memories. So those were the ones that kind of come to mind off the top of my head.
Yeah, I love plays. I love theater. And my dad, thankfully, as a child, when we were children, used to bring us all the time. And I'm very grateful for that because I've now, passed that down to my children, too, and they love them.
Exactly. It's very important, actually. And then it teaches people the importance of the arts. And, it helps you be a more broad-minded person and more inclusive of thoughts and people. And that's important.
And it gives you something nice to do as a family, too.
Exactly. Totally.
There's not a lot of things that you can do as a family these days, it seems, because everybody's lifestyles are, every which way, especially with my kids being grown. And it's nice when we get to do this.
Right.
So I wanted to ask you about the web series, Fumbling Thru the Pieces. I absolutely love that series. And
that's great.
How did you end up getting the part of Mrs. Goldstein?
It was through friends, actually. I have a guy friend who knew the producer, and of course the producer was involved in the casting, and they had this role coming up, and so the director, Julie Smith, called and asked me if I'd be interested, and I loved Marina, the producer, so I said, well, sure, and I said, I know you guys have done great work, and the series was well received, so I said it would be wonderful, and hopefully my character is going to come back next season. That's what Julie says anyway. So I think I'll be up to more hijinks. But it was fun to play, kind of this kind of wily lawyer, because it was way different than my True Blood character, and she appears to be such a nice, smart woman, but basically she's just a
I loved when you called Hillary a virgin at her age, because she's never been sued before, and she's looking at herself and kind of pulling up her boobs and tucking herself in and like, when did I get old?
Yeah, exactly. She's so great, isn't she, Hillary Smith? What a wonderful person. She's such a really super actress and really fun. It was actually just a great group of people. I just loved it. I was sorry I only did the one episode, but as I say, I think I'll have more to do next year. So we're very happy and optimistic for the show.
Yeah, I'm going to put a bee in Julie's bonnet with that.
Good. That would be good. Thank you. Good. I appreciate that.
You're welcome. I wanted to ask you, too, what was it like to not only act with but also dance with Jack Lemmon and Donald O'Connor?
Oh, well, scary. First, we had to go to rehearsals in Los Angeles. We shot that movie on a cruise ship in the Caribbean, which, of course, was fabulous. It was actually a real ship, a ship that was actually with passengers. So, a lot of the people on the ship worked as extras, and they got to see Jack Lemmon and Walter Matthau and, Diane Cannon, and there were a bunch of other people. So we had these rehearsals in Los Angeles because I had to dance with Jack Lemmon in this one. And he was a terrible dancer. And, so I'm here I am dancing with this legend, and I'm thinking, oh, my God. But he kept saying, oh, I'm so sorry, I'm terrible. Oh. So I knew that when we shot the scenes that, they were not going to show our feet. So we were fairly safe. But then when we got on the ship and we shot one day out on the deck, and it was sort of as if we were all at a dance lesson, I guess. And so I got paired up with Donald O'Connor, who's, a legend for Singing in the Rain. And he, so you don't really see it too much in the movie, but I spent the whole day dancing with him, and he was just adorable and darling, and, but I felt like a complete klutz because it's not my, can move around, but I'm not like a great dancer, and we had to do the cha-cha and the merengue and the, I forgot, foxtrot or something, and, this guy is like the best dancer in the universe, even at age 70, but it was, certainly a memory I'll always treasure.
Right.
But it was cool. It was great. Yeah, it was amazing.
Now I have to watch the movie again after you talk about it.
I know.
I got to watch these parts.
Yeah.
I'll have to watch again, too, because it's been a while since I saw that, and it was fantastic.
Right.
So I can tell you, are speaking very fondly of those co-stars. Is there anyone you have not already worked with that you would love to work with?
Well, I don't know how this would ever happen, but you never know. I would just love to work with Alan Rickman, and I'm a big Helen Mirren fan, and I would love to be, even in their presence somehow, or to hear them talk, but to work with them would be amazing.
That would be amazing.
Yeah. I'd love to work with George Clooney. I think he's someone who's so smart and talented and clever. I think that would be an experience. My gosh. Yeah, that pretty much sums it up.
Yeah.
I mean, I'm sure there's a million people I could think of, but I just
those are good choices, though.
Yeah, don't you think? Those are good, aren't they? Yeah.
Yeah.
So,
well, I read
happens.
that. I read that your husband's a 4-time Emmy winner and works mainly on Y&R as their lighting director. Have you ever worked with him in any of your shows or movies or anything?
Yes, I've never worked on Young and the Restless. I just have chosen not to really audition for it or anything because the guys would tease me so much. I don't think I could ever get through my lines because Ray's worked over there for so many years. We sort of know everybody at this point, and they would just give me such a hard time.
Yeah.
But we the play I talked about, Steaming, he did the lighting for that, and he won a Drama Critics Award for his work, which was nice. And we've actually mostly in the theater. He's lit 2 or 3 shows that I've done, and that's been great. Never any kind of film project or anything, but we actually met doing theater, and so, it's very dear to our heart, actually. But his hours are so crazy at CBS that it's hard for him to get away to do a play much anymore. But I think once he ever retires, he'd probably enjoy doing that. Just having some free time to do that would be great.
Yeah. Now, I watch Young and the Restless and Bold and the Beautiful and Days of Our Lives and all pretty much all the soaps. So I would love to see you even just as a guest role on one of them.
Well, yeah, I did. This was years ago. I did Days of Our Lives a long time ago, and then General Hospital, whatever ones were out here. Everybody's sort of done a week or 2 on soaps. But there are only, I think, 4 left. It's really ridiculous.
Yeah, there's,
Weird.
Oh my gosh, General Hospital, Young and the Restless, Bold and the Beautiful, and Days of Our Lives. But All My Children and One Life to Live are coming back April 29th on the through like Hulu and iTunes.
Oh, that's right. You just wonder what kind of production values they'll have. It just won't be. I don't know. I mean, we can. It's great that they can do that and bring the shows back that way, but it won't be the same as watching them on TV, I don't think, and seeing those sets and costumes.
Yeah, but you know what? As a longtime fan, I don't care.
Well, see, that's the truth. You just care about what's happening to the people.
Right.
Yeah. Yeah, no, I get it. Yeah, it's sort of like you could even enjoy things on the radio.
Yeah.
I
used to actually work for a company where we sold talk about dating myself. We sold cassettes of the old-time radio shows. And I love those.
Yeah. I listen to those on Sirius Radio in the car. My husband's like, why are you listening to this? I don't know. I like all those old mysteries.
Oh, I love them. I
love
them. And I used to put them on in the car too for the kids, and they would.
Right.
I would tell them, listen and use your imagination to what they're talking about, what they're doing. Just picture in your head, as they're talking, because I would be laughing and they were looking at me like I was crazy.
Right. Well, good for you. You help their imaginations.
I hope so.
For sure.
Well, last question before we let you go, because we're almost at the 30-minute mark. I wanted to know what you haven't done yet that you would like to do. I mean, you pretty much did everything.
Well, let's see. I'd love to do a Western. I think that would be really fun.
Mm-hmm.
I'd love to do, I don't know what it would be, but it would be fun to do an action movie of some kind where I got to, play like a murderous serial killer or something really extreme. What else? Gosh, I don't know. It'd be fun to do a big costume drama, where they, with all the fabulous costumes and jewels and crowns and all that. It would just be fun to play as many kinds of characters as you can, but it would be fun to do something kind of wacky. I guess that's the word I would use. Or something so out. I just like to play something really outlandish. I think that'd be great.
Well, I'm